Welcome YouTubers to Sneakers and Up, a channel where we discuss all brands, all shoes, hype shoes and non-hype shoes. On top of that, we also bring you perspectives and topics that others won't talk about, can't talk about, or are afraid to talk about. I'm GC.
And I'm Dante. And today we are going to talk about where to cop sneakers from. So I know myself, for example, I like to cop sneakers from, like obviously your classic places like your Foot Lockers and Champs and Foot Locker Inc. and all that good stuff. But then there are other places, obviously like StockX and GOAT, which a lot of people like to cop from. I've discussed it in a previous video where they have the little credit where you can pay or possibly even have to pay something down, and then you can make monthly payments on them until it's paid off. Boom, bumps your credit. Always likes that. But where do you like to cop some of your sneakers?
Well, actually, because I'm lazy and I like everything in one place, I don't want to go do a lot of shopping. I actually like to cop a lot on, StockX or GOAT, just because pretty much everything is there. Unfortunately, they're there for resale prices, but at least the variety is there and you can check and see. And also what you can do is what's really great about those, and we're not sponsored by those two apps, but the thing that's really great about those two apps is the fact is that you choose the price. So even if they're bumped up for this high price, you can just put your price in there and decide what you want to pay. So that's where I get a lot of my sneakers from, is those two.
Basically like an eBay, but for sneakers specifically with verified authentication.
And without that damn I just got scammed recently because I sent something to a person. They said the item arrived damaged. It obviously didn't arrive damaged, and they're trying to say they want a refund. So anyways, eBay sucks. Don't use eBay. Sorry.
Sorry, eBay.
Sorry, not sorry. Actually, eBay, it's a reputation you've earned, so hold that.
It's true. So I not only do I do the online thing and do the apps and whatnot, but I still like to go to the store. I still like to build that, the whole relationship of the people there, because from most places the people that actually work there do have a passion for it.
Oh, no doubt.
And as we said again in the previous video, I've worked at several different locations, and when I've worked there, the passion kind of just exuded off of me, and others felt it, and I can feel the same thing when I go in there. So as long as I'm getting great customer service, I will continue to go into locations and continue to buy.
Yeah, so some locations include, like we're in the Bay Area, so some locations out here include local sneaker boutiques like Prestige in Alameda, California. I go there when I can. I used to work nearby there, so I went there more often. There's also Soul Supremacy. He goes there a lot. I've been to Soul Supremacy, but it's a little out of my way for me. There's some other boutiques as well. I don't know them as well, but there's, that's where you can go inside and actually, make that connection and build that relationship.
Even little mom and pop spots like Giorgio's or Oxford Street.
That's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? For those that know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But then there's also places I like to shop a lot at the overseas websites.
Yeah.
Sneakers and stuff. That's kind of one of my favorite ones. Those are the ones that I like to go to a lot. They typically have overseas Jordans aren't as popular.
Yep.
So I know, like, even right now you go on there and there's a few that are on sale, like for much cheaper than what they are here.
Yeah.
And then they also have a lot of the running brands, like the Asics that you see behind this, Sauconys and etc. So I mean, that's a place where I like to go. Is sneakers and stuff is another one of my favorites.
Yeah, for me, if you want to get shoes on discount and you don't care about the hype, a lot of just regular good-looking Saucony shoes or Sauconys can be purchased on a website called 6pm.com. The shoe might be basic, but they have nice colorways. They don't have really any collabs, but you can get those shoes for like $20-$30. So 6pm, like literally the number 6pm.com, a lot of great deals on there.
That was new to me.
Yeah, today you learned something.
Yep.
Yeah, and I would also say that there's not really any places that have hidden, hidden collections. But the thing is that different online sites will have different shoes at different times. So one thing that helps is if you follow certain people. For example, DJ Dells, he sometimes lists links. Cop These Kicks, Soul links. If you follow those guys on Twitter, they will pop up links when something's available, and then you can get it. But what happens is that they're not there all the time. So there's a lot of things that are slept on, or things that are available for a short amount of time, and then they're gone. So follow certain people on Twitter, just do some searches, and you'll be able to find certain kicks that are actually hidden gems, but only hidden because they're there just for a short amount of time.
Yeah, that's true. I completely follow all the time. One of my big ones is Kick Steals.
Yeah.
Kicks Deals. If you're not following them, again, I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
But Kicks Deals pops up a lot of good deals all the time.
Yeah.
Even the J23 app. That one too.
You gotta be moving.
The Twitter, yeah.
One thing I want to add though is that one thing that is related to what I just said is that it's a little annoying that you almost have to like live on your phone to keep up with the stuff that like comes and goes, because what happens is these shoes will pop up and then they'll be gone like in a minute or two. So if you're not like at work actively looking at your phone, you have your notifications turned on, by the time you even know about the shoe, it's already gone. So that's a little frustrating. That's
true, because the online kind of warehouse that most of these places have isn't really that substantial. So
right, exactly. It'd be like 1 or 2 pairs.
Yeah. So, but please, for anything that we didn't list or anything that you don't see in the description, please let us know. We're definitely looking to expand our bookmarks on all of our internet, Google Chrome and all that other good stuff. I got all mine saved. So I don't know them off the top of my head. They're all in the bookmarks now.
You better hope that computer doesn't get broken, because those links are going to be gone. So
they're in the cloud.
Yeah, it's all good. One other thing I want to say was also having a connect. Not a connect who works at the store, but someone who, I guess is a different definition of connect. But I have a guy, again, I mentioned before, he customized a pair of my shoes. Ben Aguayo. I think I called him Aguayo last month. I think it's Aguayo is the correct pronunciation. Thank you, sir. And what he's done is he actually just, spends time on Instagram, and he just like sends me links. Hey, AGC, there's this pair here, this pair there. So like I got a pair of Dornbecker 95s. Actually, these Miss Blue 4s, he found them, So what happens is he knows what I like because we're cool. And when they pop up, he's like, hey, GC, check this out and get them. So I've got a lot of shoes just from him, just letting me know.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, connect is a big thing. So sometimes I'll have people be like, hey, we still got these. I know you want them. They're sitting on the shelves. They can't necessarily hook me up, which is fine. I don't need a hookup. I would just like to not have to wait in line for the sneaker or deal with the crowds and whatnot. So if it's still sitting on the shelves, by all means, some of them will hit me up and say, hey, we still got them on the shelf if you want to come through, blah, 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 we have your size, as opposed to driving all the way down to the mall and trying to pick them up.
So that's a different kind of connect. So the connect he's talking about is someone who's actually working at the mall. I'm talking about a connect of someone who's just a regular person like you and me who just happens to like follow all this stuff. But one last thing I wanted to say was that I want to say, and Dante can continue, so I don't want to cut this off.
No, it's all good.
In front of you is that also there's a website, if you guys don't already know, called Nike Talk, and Nike Talk has lots of forums for each different type of shoe, every model, every brand. So if you're interested in a certain type of shoe or brand, just join that forum, and a lot of times people will post links as they pop up. So let's wrap this up. So again, guys, thanks for watching. Leave comments. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. We're always trying to get better. We really appreciate your time. This is Sneakers and Up. I am GC.
And I'm Dante.
Thanks for your time.
Peace.
Sayonara.